So I am not a vocal teacher, I'm not a vocal professional, but what I will say is that breathing matters. I didn't really notice it until watching a lot of my singing videos back, at least as of lately. Subconsciously, I do a lot of stuff in one breath. That started in high school. That started when I was in the chorus, in the choirs and stuff in high school. And shout out to my music teacher, Miss Woods. I love you so much. And it will just be consistent breath training to kind of get your lungs prepared for what kind of singing you want to do. And I'm not saying I do it right all the time, but it was an exercise that I didn't realize would be so helpful now. And the ways to breathe, might I add. So not only are you training your lungs to withstand, long phrases for a long periodic time, but you also training your body to respond to the ways that you're breathing so that the note can come from somewhere. And if it's going to come from somewhere, you got to make sure that it's coming from a place that can support it, if that makes sense. If you're breathing mainly here, don't be surprised if the note comes out sounding like it's coming from your chest. But if you're breathing from diaphragm, tummy, don't be surprised that the note is going to come out a lot more robust. And so when you choose to hit certain notes or when you choose to make certain choices vocally, you have to consider the way you need to breathe. And this is why the way you need to breathe while you're doing it. And I will also say, I heard it said that people come into our lives. Anyway, singing is more of a mental game than it is a technical one. If you're really trying to figure out like the fundamentals of singing, it does start with breath training, which is how much air you take in, where do you store it, and how do you want it to ride out of this little box. And based on how you breathe and based on how you think, that's how the sound is going to be conveyed. So this is why it's important to stay connected. This is why it's important to stay tapped in, because the moment, it's like clockwork. The moment I'm thinking about something else other than whatever is in the moment, I either fumble over my words if I'm speaking, I start to stutter, stammer, all the like, and I start to lose momentum. If I'm not in the moment, if I'm not connected to the way that I'm breathing and how I want that breath to come out and how I want it to hit that note or whatever, it's going to sound flat or it's going to sound sharp. You know what I'm saying? Or it's just not going to sound right in general. It's not going to sound the way that you want it to. Everything in you has to be connected to what it is that you're singing. I don't care if it is, a skip to my loo. You better start skipping so that you could sing it the way that you want it to actually sound.